I was traveling to Boston and found a cheap hostel on Beacon Street. It looked old but cozy. I checked in late in the evening. The receptionist, an old lady, gave me a key and said, "Room 13, at the end of the hall." As I walked to my room, the hallways were dimly lit and silent. My footsteps echoed. I felt a little uneasy but told myself it was just because it was late. When I reached room 13, I unlocked the door and went inside. The room was small and had old furniture. There was a single bed, a wooden chair, and a dresser. A large old mirror hung on the wall. I set my bag down and lay on the bed, feeling tired from my trip. As I was about to fall asleep, I heard whispering. I sat up and listened. It sounded like it was coming from the hallway. I opened the door and looked out, but no one was there. The hall was empty and silent. I closed the door and got back into bed. The whispering started again, this time louder. I felt a cold breeze, even though the windows were closed. The room felt colder and colder. I pulled the blanket up to my chin. Suddenly, I saw movement in the mirror. A shadowy figure stood behind me. I turned around quickly, but no one was there. My heart raced, and I started to panic. I knew I wasn't imagining things. I decided to leave the room. I grabbed my bag and rushed to the door, but it wouldn't open. It was stuck. I pulled harder, but it wouldn't budge. The whispering grew louder, and I felt like I was being watched. In a panic, I looked back at the mirror. The shadowy figure was closer now, almost touching me. I screamed and kicked the door. Suddenly, it flew open, and I ran out into the hallway, not looking back. I didn't stop running until I reached the lobby. The old lady at the front desk looked at me with knowing eyes. "Room 13 has a history," she said softly. "Many have seen the ghost. You're not the first." I left the hostel that night and found another place to stay. The memory of that room still haunts me. I will never forget the eerie happenings at the Boston hostel on Beacon Street.